today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely stitch. It is called the cluster stitch. Now it looks really pretty. It is slightly different on the back as the front, but each side is really nice to look at, so it makes up as a lovely blanket or anything else that you would like to make. Now you can make it obviously in any size that you want, depending on what size yarn you use and your hook size. It does come out beautifully when made in two different colours and using it as a row around for the colours. Only thing with that is obviously you have a lot of ends that you then need to tie in and weave in at the end of it, but it does come out beautifully when done like that. Also very pretty in a single colour as well. Now today I'll be using worsted weight Aran wool with a 5mm hook, darning needle and a pair of scissors when required at the end of your project. Let me just put them out of the way. To show you how to do this particular stitch, I will be doing a short swatch of 12 stitches. If you are making this yourself, it is multiples of 2 that you want, and you just make that as long as you want your project to be. It is a 2-row repeat, and you just keep going until your project is the length that you require. So to start, we're going to make a slip stitch for our hook. I just do that by making a loop like that, crossing at the front, taking my hook, putting it in through, pull around, pulling it through and pulling it tight. Don't make it too tight because obviously you want to be able to use it easily. We're then going to make our chain stitch, so that's just put your wool around your hook and pulling it back through that loop on your hook, and again and pulling it through. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And that's the short swatch that I'm going to use. We're going to work into the second chain from the hook. We don't include the one on our hook, that one isn't included. So it is 1 and 2 into that one. So that's the first one, work into the second one, and we're going to make a US single, UK double into that chain stitch. So put your hook through, wool over, pull it back through, 2 loops on your hook, pull over and pull through 2. Do a single chain, skip the next chain and go into the next one. Do exactly the same again. So UK double, US single, and through, and then 1 chain. And we continue that the whole way along. Skip 1 and again. And that's as simple as that the whole way along, skipping 1 into the next chain stitch to make your UK double, US single, and then a single chain. Skip 1 into the next, single chain, and then I've come to my last one. So you skip 1 and into the last one. So we finished our first row, and when we're looking at it, you can see where you have that chain stitch space from the row before, and those are the holes that we're going to be working into. But to start with, we will do 3 chain, so 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. So for our first stitch, we will work into this space right here, and this is going to be our first cluster stitch. Now the cluster stitches is where you're joining 3 UK trebles, US doubles together, and to do this we put the wool over in through that first chain hole, wool over, pull back through, you've got your 3 loops on your hook, wool over and pull through 2. But instead of finishing the stitch, we then start the next one. So wool over in through that chain stitch hole, wool over, pull back through. You've got 4, pull over and pull through 2, leaving you with 3 on your hook. And we'll do the final one, so wool over, in through your chain stitch hole, wool over and pull back through. You have 5, wool over, pull through 2, leaving you with 4 loops on your hook. You then put your wool over and pull through all 4. And that forms your first cluster right there. You then do a single chain, and then you move on to your next chain 1 hole from the previous round and repeat that cluster stitch. So wool over, in through the hole, wool over, back through, over and pull through 2. Over, in through the hole, pull up a loop, wool over, pull through 2, wool over for the last time, in through, back through. You've got the 5, wool over, pull through 2 and through all 4, forming that cluster stitch and a single chain before moving on to the next. And this is how we're going to make it the whole way across. Just continue doing those. Pause if you need to and go back to watch how to do it at the beginning, and just keep going until you are finished your first round, and I'll meet you at the end. Now I've just finished my last set of my cluster stitch. As you can see, I do not do a single chain after this one. We've done them the whole way across. Now we need to look for our last stitch right there, and we need to work into this one, and you sort of have to come down around the corner. If you can just see it right here, you can see where it is right there. We need to work into that one, and we're going to make a UK treble, US double. So wool over, in through there, put your wool over and pull it back through, and we're doing a proper UK treble, US double this time, and that finishes your first row. And that's the first row out of your repeat. We're going to do 1 chain and turn our work. The first stitch right here, where you can see we will do a UK double crochet US single, like so, and then 1 chain. You will then work into each of these between, again, your cluster stitches. So you will work where that chain 1 is in each of your for each of your UK doubles, US singles. So into that hole right there, we will make a UK double, US single, and then 1 chain into the next, the same, and 1 chain into the next, the same, and 1 chain into the next, and 1 chain. Now when we're coming to this last one, so that our edge is more even, we want to work into the last of our 3 chain that we made as the beginning of this row. And we will do our final one into there. There we are, and that is the second of your rows, and you're simply repeating this again. So you're doing 1, 2, 3 and turning. Then you're working into your single chain holes the whole way along to make your cluster stitches again. Very simple. It is such, again, an easy stitch to do. It works up in no time, and as I say, it's again one of the easiest ones that I have actually done, but looks again absolutely lovely. Does work up very, very well. And you just continue those 2 rows the whole way along until you're finished the length that you want. with this row, you always do that last treble to finish off your row, and then you start your next. It's just that simple 2-row repeat. I'll put it here on the screen for you so you can pause it, have a look at it, copy it if you want to, and then use that to know how you're proceeding. I do have more of these little stitch guides with a selection of other stitches on the channel. If you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me and keeping me company, and I'll see you in the next one.